Hi guys, my name's Aria, and I was just wondering, have you ever ran into a sentence that just feels awkward or off-putting, even though that the grammar is technically right? Or maybe you have a list of things and they just don't flow well? Well, chances are you're running into parallelism problems. But hey, that's okay because today we're gonna fix that. But first, let's talk about what parallelism even is. You can't use something if you don't know what it is, right? Parallelism refers to using similar words, clauses, phrases, sentence structures, or other grammatical elements to emphasize similar ideas in a sentence. Now that we know what parallelism is, let's look at some examples of this. Number 1, she enjoys reading, writing, and drawing. Number 2, he's not only kind, but also smart. Do we see how those sentences show clarity, rhythm, and structure? Did it again. Now that we talked about what parallelism is, let's talk about why we use it. We use parallelism to make sentences concise, clear, and easy to read. This also clarifies relationships between ideas, adds rhythm and flow to writing, and avoids awkward or confusing sentence constructs. With that in mind, let's look at the same examples that we used earlier and look at what they'd look like if we didn't use parallelism. She enjoys reading, to write, and drawing. We can see that one of those words doesn't go with the rest. Let's look at the next one. He's not only smart, but he also cares about others. This sentence feels awkward, and it messes with the flow and rhythm of the rest of the sentence. Just looking at them gives me shivers. Let's turn them back. Let's continue. Now that we know what parallelism is and why we use it, do you see why we can see why parallelism is important? It is essential when it comes to items in a series, paired items, or items in a list. Poor parallelism can create sentences that feel awkward and repetitive. Readers may not consciously identify the issue, but trust me, they will notice the awkwardness. Think if we had a longer list of ideas or actions and not just simple words that we used earlier. The horses are out of control. They spit on the kids, broke out the gates, and knocked over the lemonade stands. See, and might I just say, those are some bad horses. Let's look at the next one. The principal disciplined the student because he disrupted class repeatedly, ignored instructions from teachers, and encouraged others to misbehave. See how even though those sentences are longer, we still understand what the writer is trying to convey. Also, side note, why is everyone being bad? Horses, now kids? Come on guys, let's get our acts together. There are more advanced ways to use parallelism as well. Anaphora is a specific type of parallelism in which the same word or phrase is repeated at the beginning of successive sentences. Let's look at some examples of this. Be strong. Be brave. Be courageous. Give all of your energy. Give all of your time. Give everything you have to give. She's my best friend. She's the love of my life. She's my wife. In these examples, parallelism and anaphora appear through the repeated use of be, give, and she's at the beginning of successive phrases. Another advanced way to use parallelism is epistrophe. Epistrophe is a form of parallelism where the same word or phrase is repeated at the end of consecutive sentences. Now let's look at some examples of this. When you fail, you must be kind. When you succeed, you must be kind. This is not just his issue. It's not just your issue. It's everyone's issue. On my birthdays, I eat pizza. On good days, I eat pizza. On bad days, I eat pizza. In the examples provided, the repeated phrases be kind, issue, and I eat pizza at the end of sentences create parallelism through epistrophes. Now, enough of me talking. I want to see you guys do some things. I want you to choose the correct answer according to parallel structure. And I'm going to give you 10 seconds, but it's okay if you want to pause the video. All right, guys, good job. Let's go to the next one. Right on. Okay, let's do another one. Great job, guys. Let's get to the next one. Still there and still doing good. Let's get to the next one. Oh my gosh, you guys just blew my mind. You did an absolutely fantastic job. Now, let's get into our closing regards. You guys have successfully mastered parallelism and what it means to use it. Hope this helps.